ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। ॐ श्रीपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीवेदव्यासवैशम्पायन याज्ञवल्क्याद्य शङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ अथ श्रीमहानारायण उपनिषदः पारायणम्। As we are spending 5 to 8 minutes every day for our Veda Mantra Parayanam as a practice for ourselves as well as to continue sustain our Sanatana Dharma Shastras and as our service to the humanity as well as to the Sanatana Dharma and Shastra. Today we have to chant in Mahanarayana Upanishad the Durga Suktam onwards. Whatever we can do, let us see. Yeah, up to the Hara Vidya we can do. May take 6 minutes. Om Atha Mahanarayana Upanishada Antargata Durga Suktam. Om Jata Vedase Sunavama Soma Marathi Yato Nidahati Vedaha Sanah Parshadati Durgani Vishwanaveva Sindhum Duritatyagnihi Tamagnivarnam Davasajvalantim Vairochanim Karmafaleshu Jushtam Durgam Devigam Sharanamaham Prapadye Sutarasitarase Namaha Agne Tvam Parayanavyo Asman Swasti Virati Durgani Vishwa Pushta Prithvi Bahulana Urvi Bhavato Kayatanayaya Shanyoho Vishwanino Durgaha Jata Veda Sindhunna Navaduritati Parshi Agne Atrivan Manasa Grunano Smakam Bodhya Vitatanunam Vrutanajitakam Sahamana Mugram Agnigam Huvema Paramat Sadastat Sana Parshadati Durgani Vishwakshamaddevo Atiduritatyagnihi Pratnoshi Kamidhyo Advareshu Sanachahota Navyasya Satse Swancha Agne Tanuvam Pipraya Swasmabhyamcha Saubhagamaya Jasva Gobhirjushtamayujo Nishiktam Tavendra Vishnoranusancharema Nakasya Prushthamavisamvasano Vaishnavim Loka Ihamaadayantam Om Katyayanaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durgihi Prachodayat Bhurannama Om Vyahruti Homa Mantraha Om Bhurannamagnaye Pruthivyai Swaha Bhuvonnam Vayaventarikshaya Swaha Suvarannamadityaya Dive Swaha Bhurбhuva Suvarannam Chandramase Digvya Swaha Namo Devebhya Svadha Pitrubhyo Bhurбhuva Suvaranna Om Rannamom Bhuragnaye Pruthivyai Swaha Bhuvo Vayaventarikshaya Swaha Suvaradityaya Dive Swaha Bhurбhuva Suvaschandramase Digvya Swaha Namo Devebhya Svadha Pitrubhyo Bhurбhuva Suvaragnamo Aragna Om भूरग्नये पृथिव्यै च महते च स्वाहा भुवो वायवे चान्तरिक्षाय च महते च स्वाहा सुवरादित्याय च दिवे च महते च स्वाहा भोर्भुवस्वश्चन्द्रमसे च नक्षत्रेभ्यश्च दिग्भ्यश्च महते च स्वाहा नमो देवेभ्यः स्वधा पितृभ्यो भोर्भुवस्वर्महरोम ज्ञानप्राप्त्यर्थः होममन्त्राः ॐ पाहि नो अग्न एनसे स्वाहा पाहि नो विश्ववेदसे स्वाहा यज्ञं पाहि विभावसो स्वाहा सर्वं पाहि शतक्रतो स्वाहा पाहि नो अग्न एकया पाह्युतद्वितीयया पाह्यूर्जं तृतीयया पाहि गीर्भिश्चतस्रुभिर्वसो स्वाहा ॐ वेद अविस्मरणाय जपमन्त्राः ॐ यश्चन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपश्चन्दोऽभ्यश्चन्दागं स्याविवेश स चागं शिक्यः पुरोवाचोपनिषदिन्द्रो ज्येष्ठ इन्द्रियाय ऋषिभ्यो नमो देवेभ्यः स्वदा पितृभ्यो भूर्भुवस्सुवश्चन्द ॐ नमो ब्रह्मणे धारणं मे अस्त्वनिराकरणं धारयिता भूयासं कर्णयो श्रुतं माच्वोढ्रं ममामुष्य ॐ तव प्रशंसा रुदन्तवः सत्यन्तवः श्रुतन्तवः शान्तन्तपोदमस्तपः शमस्तपोदानन्दपो यज्ञन्तपो भोर्भुवस्सुवर्ब्रह्मैतदुपास्यैतत्तवः विहिताचरण प्रशंसा निषिद्धाचरणनिन्दा च यथा वृक्षस्य सम्पुष्पितस्य दूरात् गन्धो वात्येवं पुष्पस्य कर्मणो दूरात् गन्धो वाति यथा सिद्धारां कर्तेव हितामवक्रामे यद्युवे युवे हवा विह्वयिष्यामि कर्तं पतिष्यामीत्येवमृतात् दात्मानं जुगुप्सेत ॐ शान्तिः 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 ओम अत श्रीकृष्णे यजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ओम यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरचयिनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ओम अथ प्रथमा शिक्षा वल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ एकादशोऽनुवाकः पारायणं chant the 11th anuvaka of our Siksha Valli, which is under our discussion or study. Om Vedamanochacharyonte vasinamanushaaste satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyayānma pramadah आचार्याय प्रियं धनमाहृत्य प्रजातन्तुं मा व्यवच्छेत्सीः सत्यान्न प्रमदितव्यं धर्मान्न प्रमदितव्यं कुशलान्न प्रमदितव्यं भूत्यैन प्रमदितव्यं स्वाध्याय प्रवचनाभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं देवपितृकार्याभ्यां न प्रमदितव्यं मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव यान्यनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यान्यस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि त्वयोपास्यानि नो इतराणि एके चास्मच्छ्रेयागंसो ब्राह्मणाः तेषां त्वयासनेन प्रश्वसितव्यं श्रद्धया देयम् अश्रद्धया अदेयं श्रिया देयं ह्रिया देयं भिया देयं संविदा देयं अत यदि ते कर्म विचिकित्सा वा वृत्त विचिकित्सा वा स्यात् ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः अथाभ्याख्यातेषु ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलोक्षा धर्मकामाः स्युः यथा ते तेषु वर्तेरन् तथा तेषु वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः एषा वेदोपनिषद एतदनुशासनम् एवमुपासितव्यम् एवमुचैतदुपास्यम् ओम शांति शांति शांति. Salutations to Shruti Mata, the Parabrahma Tattva, the entire Guru Tattva and Guru Parampara, Veda Vyasa Vaishampayana, Yajnavalkya, Adi Shankara, and our Gurudevs. Today, in 2-3 minutes, the introduction is what? Very simple, important also, if one takes it as. Ki, so many things in the world are there, we can have knowledge of many things. But we have to be careful ki what knowledges we are giving of the world. Are they so important? Are they so necessary? Is it just because I can know the thing? Should I know it at this level of our not fully become paripakva in our spiritual sadhana? Mainly, if we really think in our day schedule with our intellect, how much of the knowledge we try to gain, how much of that is really useful, mainly for spirituality, even otherwise also. Gaining knowledge, good, but is it useful? Is it fruitful? Is it required for my spirituality? That knowledge. Many things are there. Everything is a knowledge. Information, knowledge, whatever you call. So we have to ration our wastage of the inner intellect's chip of putting into it unnecessary knowledge. Everything we need not know. बहुत सारे चीज़ों को छोड़ दो, परहेज कर दो. It is better. Especially when we have to be spiritual. Okay. Now, second one is what? In the mind, so many thoughts come. We have to, once in a while, on the seat of meditation, just go through that thoughts variety. There also same thing. How many thoughts are coming among them? Even 80 to 85% are of no use only. But we never become conscious of it. We never paid attention, and it is going on happening that so many thoughts are being entertained by us. It's a willpower. That so many thoughts are coming, I don't want them, they are detrimental for my sadhana. Therefore, slowly I eliminate them and become wise enough to have strong decisions that such thoughts don't come to me. Even if they come, quickly I am able to drop those thoughts. But otherwise, we are in the thought kingdom only all the time of unwanted thoughts. See, just close the eyes and see how many thoughts are gurgling. Knowledge is different. Knowledge is an effortful gain. Yeah, you read newspaper, you need read other thing, you see the news in the TV, you talk to the people, use intellect, try to know, हाँ सर भी झुकाते हैं, हाँ जी कहते हैं, सर हिलाते हैं, वो knowledge था. This is the thoughts. And naturally, because of asanas habits, the formation of thoughts is happening. But first recognize that there are so many thoughts coming. Each thought is wasting the psychological, mental, intellectual energy, and it is unnecessary waste of time. Imagine all these millions of unwanted thoughts are not at all there. Then you can have your own choice of thought of your own meditation on the Lord or on your own Ishtadeva Darshanam or Dhyanam. नहीं क्यों हो रहा है वो क्यों नहीं हो रहा so many thoughts. In the same way, at the mind level also, 24 hours, so many of the emotions go on happening. Meaningful, meaningless, related to someone, related to our own self, related to happening. कितने सारे इमोशंस का बोझ भी हम अपने मन में रखते हैं. And these are all interconnected. As we gain the knowledge, so the thoughts are formed, according to the thoughts, whether required or not, so many emotions. Is it not? Like yesterday, I was watching Queen Elizabeth's whatever the final rites. Lakhs of people came, thousands. Huge. Nabhuto Nabhavishyat. I don't think in my lifespan I can see such a huge money spent celebrating funeral. Whatever was done, burial, funeral. Millions were there. I relived the whole royal timings. Only the dress you have to change. It is all, if you bring our own Indian kings and all in that form. Can I say the royal people are treated? It was astonishing. Nobody. It is a history now. Cannot be. We have videoed also. It's a historical proof, and no thing will have that much of a thing in the future. But I was observing while listening, seeing that कि मेरे मन को सोच रहा था कि how much it is related to me and my life and my sadhana. I was thinking, and I was looking at the people also. 90% were जबरदस्ती थे वहाँ. Only 10% were related to her, emotional her. 200 countries have sent their representatives. Because it's Commonwealth, 35 nations she ruled and all. Glory, वो तो ठीक है. मैं कह रहा हूँ मेरे लिए she may be great. Then the thought went to the next level. All great rishis, munis, avatars are so great. Yeah. But मेरे लिए उनसे मुझे क्या फायदा हो रहा है, या मैं उनसे क्या फायदा उठा रहा हूँ, या अब ये सब देखकर मुझे क्या मिल रहा है. When I thought, it just found was के time waste है वो. Will she give me Kohinoor diamond? See that Kiritam and all when they were taken away from that coffin, kept there. Huge, 590 Indian crore rupees or 5,000 spent only for this funeral and all. तो ये उनके लिए ठीक है. दुनिया अपने रास्ते में चल रही है. हमें दुनिया में रहते हुए ही हमें जो करना है करते हुए हमें क्या पाना है उसके ऊपर दृष्टि. व्हाट इज माई लाइफ, व्हाट इज माई गोल, how this is related to me. So those are thoughts were gurgling. So many emotions, sympathies we have, emotions, angers we have, emotions of jealousies we have, emotions of hatred we have. In fact, except having an emotional concern for someone suffering or someone seeking the truth, we need not waste our mind's vitality through any of the unwanted emotions. And I was observing in my life, in my mind, toward how many people have emotion of concern, love, but they don't value it only. I'm wasting my energy, my time. They don't deserve it. I looked back, whole life was wasted in that only. They don't value you, they don't respect you, they don't take your advice, they think you are nothing. To such stupid fellows, I was wasting my emotions. Instead of putting it for the God, to gurus, to the masters, the Shruti Mata, the great culture. अरे इसके प्रति हमारा गौरव आदर वाले इमोशन छोड़कर हम किन में फंस रहे हैं. कुत्ते के प्रति इमोशन, इट नेवर लिजन्स टू अस, टू एवरीबडी अनडिजर्विंग and every occasion also. I was yesterday, just 2-3 people's bad occasions happened last couple of months, and I was thinking in my mind, इतना emotion हूँ मैं, but why, what for? Are they seeking your help? Do they value you first of all? No. When they say no value, then we have to be very careful also. In the sense what? It is not you and me. Spiritual standpoint say the emotions. So too, coming to the perceptions level of Indriyas also, is it just because we have the ability to perceive that we have to go on perceiving the world and trouble our mind? Later on, trouble our intellect and all our the memory, vasanamaya kosha? Just because I can perceive with all Indriyas, is it required? Think about it. So too, just because I can talk, is it necessary that we have to be always talkative? What is the topic to be talked about? To whom we are talking? Do they have value, importance for this? No. Then why waste time? So too, just because we can go to so many places or make so many friends or do so many activity, just because we can, but we should also think, should we? Do we need? All this put together is making us ineffective in our main goal of spirituality. That is what was said in our own Taittiriya Upanishad, Medhaya Pihitaha. Ki our spiritual sadhana is fully covered or eliminated or deleted or made half or made ineffective because of all these things. Just because I can have knowledge, should I have the knowledge of everything right now at the cost of spiritual knowledge? So too, just because I can have thoughts, should I have every thoughts in the place of spiritual thoughts? Just because I can have emotions, does it mean that I should have all emotions to everybody instead of emotion of devotion to God? क्यों होता है अब डिवोशन के भगवान के लिए जब माइंड पूरा इन्हीं इमोशन से फंसे हैं भरे हैं वांटेड एंड अनवांटेड ऑल इमोशंस द एंगर द हेट्रेड जेलसीज अटैचमेंट्स पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव दोनों लेना चाहिए इतना खसरा भर के एंड वी सिट इन फ्रंट ऑफ गॉड टू डू पूजा टू डू उपासना अब कहाँ होगा वो if you don't eliminate them, then how can we just know the glory of Lord and feel that devotion? All the stotrams written by great bhaktas were after eliminating all the unwanted emotions from their minds, they become qualified in the mind to express that emotional devotion through those stotras. We are chanting every day the stotrams. See, yesterday we saw Hanumat Pancharatnam. The beautiful stotra, Shankara was writing how beautiful it is. His mind is not filled with unwanted emotion. अगर होता है तो इतने भक्तिपूर्ण है ये नहीं लिख सकते. Clear? So too, because of we have can perceive, or we can talk, or we can act, doesn't mean that everything we perceive. Restrain करना चाहिए. Just everything is not needed. जितना जरूरत है उतना. So to talk. Everything waste of time, everything is waste of energy, everything is distraction, everything is the sign of immaturity, sign of insincerity, sign of non-clarity regarding what is the goal to achieve, what is to be done for it. उसका ये सब जो क्लैरिटी होता है जिसको वो यही करेगा और कहीं क्यों फंसेगा. तो हम फंस रहे हैं मतलब we are not really just doing justice to our listening to shastras where our conviction about the goal and means is so firm that other than that we should not do anything else, especially that which is detrimental. So to mainly the people, there are so many, need not meet them, need not talk to them unless it is required. Otherwise, our sadhana will be disturbed. That is the main point. If we are sadhaka, all these points are told from the adhyatmic sadhana standpoint, not from your worldly. From worldly standpoint, you need every knowledge. You have to be an encyclopedia. You need to maintain a phone book of million people. वो सब फिर दुनियादारी के दृष्टि से. We are studying Upanishads, Brahma Vidya. We are the Brahma Vidya sadhakas, is it not? So for us, these are the cares we have to take. So to the activities. जितना चाहिए उतना ही करना. So to the indulgences, so to the entertainments. Everywhere I have to be conscious and see ki, am I doing something helpful to me or wasting things. More beautiful or productive than this is what we ourselves should be very clear in our day schedule what are the things to be done for sadhana under discussion with the guru with the guidance of shastra. Just to do that, what we said so far in 10 minutes will be automatically taken care. Like this 1 hour, when I'm committed for my Shastra Adhyanam, all the things which I said, he stopped to gain unwanted knowledge, stop to involve in unwanted thoughts, stop to entertain unwanted emotions. ये सब अपने आप हो गया because I am busy in 1 hour my class. That is why the vidhi which is said in the Shastra, the purpose of that when we understand and stick to that vidhi, these things will not trouble us. And those who don't have the vidhi means the duty orientation towards the goal in doing the sadhana, those people only are persecuted by all these things inside them. There's nothing outside. जो बातें अभी तक मैं कहा वो मेरे अंदर की बात है, बाहर कुछ नहीं, in the mind only everything. So today's thought is, just because we can, does it mean we should? How to conserve time, how to conserve energy, how to withdraw our faculties from unwanted things. Slowly in this way, with our own inner wisdom, with our own inner understanding, we should withdraw from what is not required. What is required, you must to do. वो तो duty है ही. Every day talking 2 minutes to parents or children, wife, asking where about, how about, little bit. Once in a while, not every day, a month, थोड़ा सा बैठो आधा घंटा 1 घंटा, relax yourself in talking to them, ये तो अब जरूरी है. But then on everyday duty basis, see, life is like what? When you are working in an office, 5 दिन छुट्टी और 2 दिन काम करना है, ऐसा देते हैं, या 5 दिन काम करो 2 दिन छुट्टी? Is it not same way life में 5 दिन साधना, 2 दिन थोड़ा सा कुछ, not the other way around. 5 दिन means you make your ratio in a day of 24 hours. So the 8 to 10 hours should be sincerely, spiritually in sadhana. Remaining time, other duties and all. Okay. This is where each one has to find their own clarities within, depending on their maturity, their age, their intensity of the goal. अब अपने अपना होता है. मैं मेरे लिए बताया, आपको इसमें कौन सा अच्छा लगा, you can do it. Okay, now having done this, now we are into a beautiful convocational address by the Guru before leaving the disciples, sending them to their own homes from where they came and continue their journey independently. A departing, most important advice. In this, what is given is variety of beautiful duties. Duties towards yourself, duties towards your own family, duties toward the society, duties towards the Guru, duty toward the Arsha Sampradayam. Is it not? Duties toward the rishis and munis of the time around you, duty toward this, all that are one by one are taught. When the disciple's mind is fixed in all these things, there is no chance for him to get misguided or confused. We get confused because we are not clear. Therefore, we go to the people for clarity. More than guiding, they misguide because they themselves don't know. Guru is guiding for the whole life. Responsibility toward all these things. And responsibility towards oneself also. One's own safety, security, prosperity, dignity. All those are mentioned. I think if you ask me, in the constitution, if at all one portion from the Vedas, Upanishads has to be incorporated, that is this portion, the convocatory address. So too in every of the school and college, children when they have concluded that school going away, this is the thing to be taught. It is all inclusive. We are going to see how to relate to the parents, Satyama Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, toward the gurus, acharya, toward the guests, atithi, toward the actions, what we discussed just now. Yani anavadyani karmani tani sevitani no itarani. Telling in English, no. 3-4 times the word no comes. So our people already know English. No in Sanskrit, na plus u. No. So don't say really it is English. Na means never ever. U means it's a nipata to insist on that na. Na means not. नहीं करना. No इतराण में दूसरा करना ही नहीं. And a thought comes there कि the actions all which are done by Guru you need not do. You need not do the true copy of him. In his doings also, whatever the noble are there, them only you have to do. Not the ignoble, if at all it happens through them for any reason. देखो इतना क्लैरिटी है. यानि अनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेविते. These are how the beautiful convocation are addressed. Very beautiful, very wonderful for every youngster. Right from the beginning, if he gets equipped in all these things as duty, he'll make his life noble for himself and also for the world at large. Yeah. Now we are seeing the Sambandha Bhashyam, how beautiful it is. It is enhancing our thinking capacity in the right direction, and then this following of Bhagavan Adi Shankara's Bhashyam, giving us clear understanding, clear conviction, clear inspiration, clear initiative what to do. So beautiful is this way of thinking. So we have done to a great extent this one just for the sake of repetition only. I'll chant without explaining whatever we have done till yesterday. Then we will continue. Just listen. What is that? Vedam anuchya iti evamadi kartavyata upadesha arambha. So Vedamanucha, the 11th Anuvaka, contains what? Kartavyata Upadesha Arambha. It's a beginning of the Upadesha of what Kartavya to do. Arambha hai, not Anta. It is initiated. Arambha is initiation. Initiation of the teachings by the Guru regarding what Kartavya to be done. Why? Prag Brahma Vijnanat. Before we become qualified for Brahma Vijnana, Shrautasmartani Karmani Kartavyani iti evam arthaha. We have to clear all the backlogs, etc., of all sorts before we enter into the Brahma Vijnana. It's all like retirement. Se pehle you have to clear all the things. When you leave this job and go to the other one, here also you have to clear everything. In the same way, we are entering to that zone of the self which is one without second and which is internal. For that, all the clearances have to be done of ours regarding our inner vasanas, our habits, as well as outer obligations. For that sake, are the Shrautasmarta karma to be done. Should be very clear. श्रुति में बताया हुआ कर्म और नित्य कर्म हमें जरूर करना है, क्लियर करना है उसको. All the backlogs. So, why Anushasana Shrutehe? Because Shruti says it as an Anushasana. So, what is the lesson so far? Shruti has given this Shrauta Smarta Karma to be done as an Anushasana. Shankara Bhagavan will have to come and tell us why Shruti might have said like that. Because Purusha Samskararthatvatu. Because all the Purusha Samskara Arthatvat, all the impurities of the Antakarana go away, then one becomes qualified for the Paramatma. That is why Shrauta Smarta Karma has to be done. And see, Samskrutasya hi Vishuddha Sattvasya Atma Vijnanam Anjasa eva Utpadyate. It is so obvious thought with our so many days of discussion. कि संस्कृतस्य विशुद्धसत्यस्य एव आत्मविज्ञानम अंजसा एव उत्पद्यते. The person whose antakarana has become very vishuddha because of all these to be done things alone is capable of gaining the atmajnanam effortlessly and very soon. No, there's nothing very difficult in understanding it if we look into our own life at this very moment. Is the Atmajnanam immediately easily coming to us in the intellectual understanding as well as meditation and Anubhava? No. So, what is the meaning of that? The meaning of that is our Sattva is not Vishuddha and it is absolutely Asamskrita. Ashuddha is impurity. Asamskruta means indisciplined way of life, uncultured, untrained way. Now, in a cultured training way, when we conduct our life with the aim of making our sattva vishuddha and actually achieve it, then the giving of Brahmagnana by the Guru and receiving and experiencing it simultaneously happens. Is it not? Then each one of us have to think what is the meaning of Vishuddha Sattva. Yesterday we explained very exhaustively. I will not repeat it all today. And luckily in our introduction class, what we said today is again the same topic of Ashuddhi and Vishuddhi. Vishuddha Sattva. अंतःकरण है सूक्ष्म भी है, एकाग्र भी है. There are no regrets and guilts in that of not doing something. There are no cravings, therefore agitations in the mind for anything else. That is called Vishuddha Sattva. We explained yesterday from the Guna standpoint. Tamas removed, Rajas removed, Sattva, and Sattva not for the world but for the spirituality. That is called as Vishuddha Sattva. Sattva means Antakarana. Vishuddha Sattva means purest Antakarana. The purest Antakarana is Sattvic Antakarana. And Sattvic thing can help us in doing variety of upasanas, social services, very philanthropic activities and all. But that's not going to fetch moksha. Therefore, that sattva has to be diverted towards knowing exclusively the truth. That's called Vishuddha Sattva. Means what? In one word, other than Paramatma, I have nothing to gain. That type of clear conviction in the Antakarana is called Vishuddha Sattva. Easy way to say it. Any other thing given importance, it does Ashuddhi of the Antakarana because we are diverted toward that, distracted towards that. Then how can we attentively listen to Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnanam? Because in theory as well as in practice as well in experience, na, Brahma Vidya cannot have alternatives. Because Brahma is एक ही है ना, दो चार होते तो ये भी करो वो भी करो. Brahman is one without second. Therefore, to experience the one without second Brahman, anything other than Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnana, Brahma Sadhana is contradictory. Therefore, सबको छोड़ना ही पड़ता है. That's called Vishuddha Sattva. I hope I conveyed the thought and you are attentive enough to listen. After Brahma Vidya or Brahmanubhuti, just like for Vyavahara sake, we may do. But before Brahma Vidya, Brahmanubhuti, Brahman, because it is one without second, other than Brahma Vidya pursuit, everything else is detrimental. इसलिए सबसे हमको विथड्रा करना है. That is called as Vishuddha Sattva, where other than wanting Paramatma, nothing else is there. And pursuing all that which gives us Paramatma. Yeah, that state is achieved when all the things are cleansed. The cleaning process is done through this Shrauta Smarta Karma. Add the last Anuvaka's last line to this. When these Shruti Smriti Ukta Karma done, Nishkamasya, without any iota of gain of it, then the Antakarna Shuddha. Then all the क्या कहते हैं ना obligations, all the debts, etc. get cleared. And you can see that whenever you are with any organization, especially spiritual, निष्काम रूप से आप काम कर रहे हो तो मन इतना शांत होता है. लाइक द क्लासेस, निष्काम, कोई समझने की इच्छा नहीं है, जानने की इच्छा नहीं, साधना करने की इच्छा नहीं, आगे बढ़ने की इच्छा नहीं. You're all निष्काम. Therefore, the class never disturbs us throughout the day. हाँ हुआ तो हुआ. Swamiji, I am niškama in the class. So in the same way, all this done, niškama. देखो, they all have a basic thought, which is not in the context but useful. Basic thought is what? Only two. मुझे जीना है और जीना परमात्मा को पाने के लिए. Is it not? If these two basics are strongly made, then all else that is being told to us as sadhana training, it becomes meaningful. Only two things. I have to be alive, and I am alive only to know the self. And to live life, whatever are required, only minimum I am in that. And it is a fact also, whether we accept or not, we have to live only to know the truth. Other than knowing the truth, life lived for anything also is wrong. and doing everything which is unnecessary, requirement more than what is required for the life, that also is wrong. This conviction, if we come to, then to clear off all our things, inner and outer, all these Shrauta Smartha have to be done without the apeksha of the phala, all that clicks to us. तो इट्स लाइक दिस, मुझे परमात्मा तत्व को जानना है, उसके लिए मैं साधक हूँ और उसके मुझे जीना है, जी रहा हूँ मैं, लेकिन जीने के लिए थोड़ा चाहिए और साधना करने के लिए विघ्न के रूप में सो मेनी ऑब्लिगेशंस आर देयर. नो आई एम कॉन्शियसली क्लियरिंग वन बाय वन. Is it not? You have 10 places loans, let us say, and luckily you got good money somewhere. So एक एक हिसाब क्लियर करते हो कि नहीं? In the same way, we have to clear up the hisab kitab of the mind, so that it made shuddha in the antakarana, vishuddha sattva. Clear? So Bhagavan Shankara's explanation is step by step, systematic. We have to understand accordingly. Pakka we are trying to explain. तो कर्तव्यता उपदेश आरंभः. So प्राक ब्रह्म विज्ञानात् श्रौतस्मार्तानि कर्माणि नित्यानि कर्तव्यानि. वै अनुशासन श्रुति है, वै पुरुषा संस्कारार्थत्वात्. Now Bhagavan Shankara's explanation is what? Only Vishuddha Antakarana wala is able to study Shastra, contemplate and know the truth. So, beautiful thing here. Without doing Shrauta Smartha Karma, Antakarana Shuddhi will not happen. For the sake of Antakarana Shuddhi only, they have to be done. Doing them for any other purposes other than Antakarana Shuddhi, any of the other outer gains, it makes Antakarana further impure. And as we are discovering Shuddhi of the Antakarana, obviously each of those things we can withdraw from and focus more only in our Swadhyaya, Shravana Swadhyaya, Manana, Chintanam and Dhyanam. Therefore, why we are in this life of variety of the duties bound by around only for Antakarana Shuddhi? Nothing. I tell you, I am seeking that heart. Oh Lord, give me as early as possible. Other than purifying heart and serving you, pleasing you and deserving your blessings, I should not have even one iota of sankalpa for gaining anything of this world or losing anything in this world. इतना भी थॉट नहीं हो, ऐसे अंतःकरण दो मुझे. Like I am doing the classes, nothing to lose, nothing to gain, except whatever spiritually beneficial, becoming strong in the scriptural knowledge and purifying the antakarana's urge that I might have these vasanas to talk, khatam ho jaye pura. I am seeking that heart. So, what is said, samskrutasya hi vishuddha sattvasya atma vijnanam anjasa eva utpadyate. Now, this one sentence is million rupee worth. I need to take 5 minutes to explain this. Have patience and listen, because these words are so pregnant, so deep in their meaning. If we don't pause and give value to them and contemplate, those subtle secrets are not revealed. I'll explain to you one by one word, only 1 minute. What is the sentence? Samskrutasya hi vishuddha sattvasya atma vijnanam anjasa eva utpadyate. See, this eva and he you add at every level and read it like this. Samskrutasya eva hi vishuddha sattvasya eva hi anjasa eva atma vijnanam utpadyate hi. Like that, you have to add the words and understand. First point, what is the Samskrita? Samskrita means cultured and trained, disciplined. Means what? As we said in the morning introduction, our life should not be because of whims and fancies. Just like that, doing anything, pursuing anything, indulging anything, enjoying anything. No. There should be a culture, there should be a system. That culture system is what in this particular Upanishad, it is in this Anuvaka told. Samskrita means not asamskrita. संस्करिता मीन्स हर एक लेवल ऑफ उपाधि को यूज करने में यू आर पक्का एंड डेफिनेट अबाउट व्हाट यू आर डूइंग एंड व्हाट फॉर यू आर डूइंग. लाइक भगवान ने बाल दिया ऐसे बिखरते थोड़ी हो, आप संस्कार करते हो. चेहरा दिया ऐसे बिना धोए नहाए नहीं रहते हो ना, यू डू संस्कार. Everywhere we do the samskar of that. In the same way, Samskritasya means living a cultured, dignified, disciplined life, systematic life. Feel the meaning of that word. That's why I'm pausing here. So these Vedamanuchacharyo mantras, hai na, they're all the samskaras, disciplines, which we have to adopt and live. What it does is Vishuddha Sattva. कोई संस्कार वाला जीवन नहीं है तो neither the antakarana becomes vishuddha and also we cannot stop the addition of new ashuddhis to our life. That is why the importance the word samskritasya eva vishuddha sattvasya. Samskrita means a disciplined, dignified, properly chalked out way of lifestyle. That's what we said again in the introduction. संस्कारित करो कि कौन सा ज्ञान पाना है कौन सा नहीं करना. वृत्तियों का संस्कार करो कौन सा आना है नहीं आना. इमोशन भी संस्कृत होना है, कब कौन सा इमोशन यूज करें किसकी जरूरत नहीं है. सो टू द परसेप्ट संस्कार इन द परसेप्शन, संस्कार इन द वर्ड, संस्कार इन द एक्टिविटी. जो चाहिए वही करना. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग यू. द क्वीन कोई भी ना रो रहे हैं ना कोई चिल्ला रहे, कोई डिस्टर्ब्ड है. All the lakhs of people were in such a disciplined manner standing and see. कितना बड़ा वो राजा रॉयल कल्चर आई फेल्ट लाइक yesterday. It was amazing. It was beyond the mind's understanding. Everything. Her own four children, how they came, they stood near the coffin, turned the other side. Everybody came, paid their tributes, kept moving. Then the whole thing was so disciplinedly taken by those soldiers, whichever are. Then procession. Everywhere there was not an erratic way of doing, kuch bhi karo. There was a system, there's a culture. I'm giving you an idea to get the meaning of culture. Discipline. असंस्कृत हमारा जीवन नहीं होना चाहिए, अनडिसिप्लिन नहीं होना चाहिए. Everything. No, it's a big subject now. I'm frightened of touching that subject. If I touch it again, it will be a 3 days class. Everything is samskar. Everything is discipline. At the time of getting up is discipline. After immediately getting up, what are the things to be done? That is discipline. What time to have the tea, coffee, how much quantity. Erratically, Jina is living like an animal. To live a cultured Samskrita life, you have to use your intellect. No one who uses intellect alone is a human being. कुछ भी लगा खा लेते हैं, वो तो पशुओं का काम है. कहीं बैठ के खा लेते हैं, वो तो पशुओं का काम है. बिना कोई भगवान का नाम लिया ऐसे खा. That's what if I explain, everything we do in a day is uncultured. Our standing, our walking, our talking, हमको पता ही नहीं हम क्या कर रहे हैं. निद्रा में रहते हैं हम 24 घंटे. जस्ट लगा टीवी लगा दी, लगा न्यूज़पेपर ले ली. अरे इसको टाइम का कल्चर लगाओ, कोई सेंस हो व्हाट यू आर डूइंग. That is a very frightening thought it is. That's why I'm not elaborating it, leaving it to your homework. In Gurudev's life, if you see, there is nothing uncultured in his life. He will get up at that 2:45, 3. It is fixed. Then what bath he has to do, chandan apply, cultured. Then he'll be on his puja room. What puja room for him is early morning, either writing the all replies to the letters or writing the articles or writing the commentaries. Everything is so cultured for him. कल्चरिंग का क्या होता है ना, दिमाग यूज करके जो करना है, जैसा करना है, समझकर उसी को वैसा ही करना, उसका इधर उधर कुछ भी नहीं होने देना. When he wears khadao, when he walks, when he puts those khadao again before entering inside, there is purpose everywhere. There is a clarity everywhere. There's never anything non-thinking, non-understanding. When he sits on the chair, facing the public, just in one glance, seeing the people, what age group are there, what topic is taken up, what is to be delivered to them, in which language, which humor, and all. He's so Sanskrita every moment. When he goes for dining table, khana khane ke time, this is the culture personified is Gurudev. He trained himself like that. Not a very necessary aspect that way for all Mahatmas, but Gurudev demonstrated. So, Samskritasya, disciplinedly the one who lives. For that, and you can add all the things. Only for him, Vishuddha Sattvasya. Nowadays, what is missing is this discipline. जो भी मन में आया हम कर रहे हैं. क्लियर. एक्चुअली क्या होना चाहिए, व्हाट इज माई अल्टीमेट गोल, फॉर दैट व्हाट इज टू बी डन, फॉर दैट व्हाट आर माई trainings. Depending on that, our every movement's activity should be there in general. Now, particularly, as we said just now, I am here to live my life, and my life is only to know the truth. This is called spiritual vision. According to this vision, to fulfill this vision, what exactly to be done, not to be done, we should know and do only that. That is called culture. That's called Sanskrit. Then only in this disciplined life, all the contradictory indisciplines जो है ना, वो सब चले जाते हैं. We are intellectually understanding discipline, but not practicing it. Therefore, what's happening? The indiscipline is not stopping disturbing us. It's going on disturbing. This is a good culture we have established for us of morning, afternoon, evening, the classes. Is it not giving us at least some wisdom, some study, some information? Culture हो रहा है. टाइम का कल्चर हो गया, अटेंडिंग द माइंड इंटेलेक्ट का कल्चर हो रहा है. फॉर विद दैट वी आर गेनिंग द नॉलेज, इट इज एनहांसिंग अवर कन्विक्शन. Accordingly, all the indisciplines, all the unwanted doings which we were doing, which were contradictory to our sadhana, थोड़ा थोड़ा चले जा रहे हैं. So, Samskrutasya hi Vishuddha Sattvasya. Understood? Purest of the Sattva Antakarana when it has come to us, to such person only, Atma Vijnanam. Atma Jnanam is crystal clear understanding. Atma Vijnanam is experience of that Atma Vastu. Anjasa means effortlessly and very soon, Eva Utpadyate is born in him. It comes to him. What is Atma Vijnanam? We are so lucky that in Bhagavatam we have studied. In this Upanishad, in the next chapter, next Valli, totally we are going to study. What is Atma Vijnanam? Same word used yesterday, also in our Bhagavata. Ki through Anvaya and Vyatireka, Atma alone is Satya. Anything other than the Atma is superimposed on Atma. Gold alone is Satya. All ornaments are non-existing, superficial, superimposed thing. देखो, through the Anvaya, what is there in every of the ornament, every nook and corner of the ornament is gold. So when gold alone is there, where is the ornament? From the Anvaya standpoint, no. Now the Vyatireka standpoint, see the purest of the pure gold. Yeah, where is the ornament there also? No. गोल्ड निकाल दिया तो ऑर्नामेंट नहीं है, ऑर्नामेंट निकाल दिया लेकिन गोल्ड है. इज इट नॉट? गोल्ड निकाल दिया, ऑर्नामेंट नहीं है, इज अन्वय, बिकॉज गोल्ड अलोन इज देयर एवरीवेयर. रिमूव द ऑर्नामेंटेशन नेस, इज द गोल्ड एग्जिस्टिंग और नॉट एग्जिस्टिंग? तो वॉट एवर इन द नाम रूप, अन्वित इज परमात्मा. Okay, second point is what? In the Vyatirekata of the Nama Rupa, Atma is still remaining. पूरे नाम रूप में आत्मा है, या नाम रूप को साइड पे रखो तो आत्मा फिर भी है. सो दोनों जगह रूप नाम हो या ना हो, कौन है? आत्मा ही है. नाउ इफ द आत्मा alone is there either case, then what is रूप नाम? रूप नाम is entire world. Is only unnecessary superimposition given value only because of aviveka. Now we are doing viveka. Through viveka, intellectually we are understanding that Atma alone is real. Anything other than that only superimposed. Then after intellectual understanding, to experience Atma Vastu, really you have to devalue the Anatma, outer and inner. That is called as outer and inner meditation. When the devaluing the Anatma happens, the self reveals. When the self is known, then what was the last sloka yesterday? After that, Brahma eva vibhati. The self alone in this whole world. But before embarking to that, we have to, with the Atma Anatma Viveka, withdraw from the Anatma and establish in the Atma. But to desire to establish in the Atma, the conviction is what? Through the Anvaya and Vitreka, Atma Vastu alone is real. Because we just studied in Bhagavata, we remembered it, and the topic came here. We are taking that reference to make the point clear when Bhagavan says, Vishuddha Sattvasya eva Atma Vijnanam Utpadyate Anjasa eva. What is Atma Vijnanam? Is this one. Self alone is real and all pervading, and it is internal, it is blissful, immutable. Then the amount of the world which we see with so much of names and forms and grossness and subtleties, whether it is a huge mountain or a small grain of the sand, it is a huge ocean, maybe a drop of water, it is a huge gigantic tree, or it may be a small leaf, a big animal like elephant or ant. कुछ भी कहो, याद रखना, these are all superimposed on one Paramatma. It may be sun of this big size, SUN, it may be one small planet. छोटा हो, बड़ा हो, पतला हो, दुबला हो, कौन से भी रंग का हो, कौन से भी गुण का हो, सूक्ष्म हो, स्थूल हो, कारण हो, whether you call it as Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara or Indradi or Dikpalakadi, whether you call as human, animal, plant, in and through all, through Anvaya and Vyatireka, what is there is Paramatma only. On him, these are all superimposed. This is called Atma Vijnana, theoretical. This was very clearly explained in simple words in Druk Drishya Vivek. Asti Bhati Priyam Rupam Nama Chetyam Shapanchakam Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam Jagad Rupam Tato Dvayam. Kham Vayu Agni Jala Urvishu Deva Tiriyang Naradishu Avinnaha Sachidanandaha Vidyete Rupanamani. थोड़ा सा उसका रेफरेंस लेने से क्लैरिटी आएगा. So both the intellectual Atma Vijnanam and sadhana and anubhava that I am everything will happen only for a Vishuddha Sattva. A Vishuddha Sattva person, a person can have Vishuddha Sattva only when his life is Samskrita. Samskrita means what to do, what not to do. In the cultured understanding, what to do, what not to do. I was observing who are bent the head, who have lifted the head, who is saluting, who are walking like a military person. Everyone I was seeing it. What to do, what not to do. They were so much particular. किसी एक बंदे ने खांसी भी नहीं किया वहाँ. All 2 hours I saw. 1 hour, 120 minutes. संस्कृता मीन्स क्या है? वो पाने के लिए जो नहीं करना, जो करना. That discipline of not doing what is not to be done, doing what is to be done, in order to reach to the destined goal is called culture. And all that are said here. Satyam vada, dharmam chara, swadhyayan ma pramadaha. We are going to spend time to thoroughly study it. We are not going to leave any one of them. So now up to this is very clearly taken time and explained. You must thank yourself for listening. You have to thank the God Guru for giving us clarity. What is the clarity? Samskritasya hi vishuddha satyasya atma vijnanam anjasa eva utpadyate. To a person who has known what to do, what not to do, and sticks to that, him alone gets the Vishuddha Sattva. Such person alone instantaneously, effortlessly gets the Atma Vijnanam, both theory, meditation, experience. If this is not there, suddenly the Upanishad will not talk about Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. सीधा ब्रह्म सुनाओ ना, ये क्यों बता रहे हैं? अरे यार, without all this, you will not understand Brahma. You will be only in Brahma. And that is why many people studying Vedanta, intellectually understanding, they are in their own Brahma that they have become Brahma. And the life is full of that ego, full of that arrogance, full of domination, full of expectation, full of outer worldliness, full of activity only required or not required. ये सब बहुत नमूने मिलते हैं आपको, you know. When you study Vedanta with Bhashya very deeply, na, everybody in the world you will find as Namuna, and the first person is yourself. Namuna is a sample of ignorance, sample of Brahma. And that's why when I go to Punjab, they say, Swami ji, आप ब्रह्मज्ञानी है कि नहीं? आप ब्रह्मज्ञानी है बोलते हैं. They know it. Everyone is ब्रह्मज्ञानी. Interesting. उत्पत्ति. And so clear, so unambiguous, so no hesitation. जो है सो है, शंकर भगवान बता रहे हैं हमको. You want moksha? Yeah, it's only through Atma Vijnanam. You want Atma Vijnanam? Yeah, it's only possible with Vishuddha Sattva. You want Sattva should be Vishuddha? Yeah, it's only with your Sanskriti, culture. To do what to do, not to do what not to do. Now he says, quotations for that, tapasa kalmasham hanti vidyaya amrutam ashnute. By the tapasya of exactly living life as ordained by the Lord or the Shastra, we have to remove all the kalmasham from inside. Then only Vidyaya Amrutamashnute, the Upanishad Atma Vidya will give the Amrutatva Prapti. This is what Manusmriti. Iti is Smritihi. So to Vakshati cha tapasa Brahma Vijignyasasva iti. Here also it is said. Here it's not with the disturbed, distracted mind you can study Vedanta and understand the truth. पहले तपस्या करके उसको ठीक करो. Then you do that. See, in army you can see na how much of culture training is. Everything. वो टोपी क्यों लगाना, बाल कटवाना क्यों, is a purpose. Every one of them have a purpose there. Culture. Why that type of dress, the belt and all. Everything is cultured. You can't just पकड़ के घुमाते रहो the rifle को. How to hold it in an attention form, in a standardized form. They are trained. Then only the job of theirs as a army person can be fruitfully executed or done. There is no unculture. Why they array in that particular form, in that battalion or group? I tell you, it's a well thought of. Okay. Now he says, Ataha, conclusion is what? Yesterday we started and concluded this only. आज भी हम वही कर रहे हैं. अतः विद्या उत्पत्त्यर्थम अनुष्ठेयानि कर्माणि इति. यहाँ तक ये पहले बात करो. Even though the karma has no role to play ultimately in knowing the Atma, because Atma is not karma phala, this discussion will come exhaustively. Yet, to have the Atma Anubhava as an arhata, to cleanse our antakarana, the karmas have to be done as anusthana. Vidya utpatyartham karmani anushteyani ityartaha. This is the conclusion of so far. Now the next one is what? Anushasti iti. Now when Anushasti Shruti said, I want to focus little more. Shankara Bhagavan is saying to give the purpose why Shruti Mata used that word. What is that? Iti Anushasana Shabdat Anusthana. Anushasana ka shabd use kiya, therefore it's Anusthana. And why the Anushasana and Anusthana? Very important. Very, very important. More important than what we have studied so far. What is that? Ki Anushasana atikramehi dosha utpattihi. When we do the atikramana of the Anushasana, the dosha happens. Now I tell you, I am failing in my words today and like every day. It's such a sublime, beautiful things put by Shankara in such a simple form, digested, understood inside, but inability to talk outside. एवरी सेंटेंस ऑफ शंकरा इज लाइक दैट, इसलिए उन्हीं के कृपा से समझ में आता है, उन्हीं के कृपा से हम बोल भी सकते हैं, नॉट अदरवाइज. व्हाट इज सेड हियर? अनुशासन अतिक्रमे दोष उत्पत्ति ही. हाउ इंपॉर्टेंट दिस पॉइंट टू डाइजेस्ट एंड लिव लाइक दैट. इतना सिंपल है, लेकिन ये जिंदगी भर इसको समझ में नहीं आता हमको कि व्हेन आई ब्रेक द डिसिप्लिन इट लीड्स टू द दोष, द कैलेमिटी, द प्रॉब्लम. Now, how big is this sentence? I'll take a minute only to explain to you. Are not all the planets in the planetary system moving in that particular Anushasana in their own orbits? इमेजिन करो वो एक कोई भी प्लैनेट अपने अनुशासन का अतिक्रमण करता है, entire solar system is broken. That's called the dosha there. Therefore, they follow that anushasana. Think. From that place onwards, throughout the whole universal happenings, like if you sow the mango seed, mango tree only comes. It's an anushasana, and that comes only in summer. No mango लगाया है तो एप्पल आया मानो. नो कौन सा लगाया तो कोई आएगा, इतना कंफ्यूजन हो जाएगा कि नहीं, चौपट हो जाएगा सब कुछ. Remember, everything in nature is following anushasana. That is why the beautiful movement or the happenings are happening in nature. Anywhere little of anushasana atikramana is done, it is leading to the dosha. Dosha means difficulties or problems, or it's a dosha, it is shortcoming, leading to the failure of the entire thing. And only one person who does the anushasana atikramana and becomes cause for every dosha is only human being, who is given extra freedom. Instead of rightly using it, we misuse it. Now, traffic le lo. If you don't follow Anushasana, will not be the dosha of accident. Bhojan ka kaam le lo. If you're not following the Anushasana of the timings of the food, quantity of the food, quality of the food, the dosha of the collection of the fats or the indigestion, all that. हो रहा है कि नहीं बोलो. If I'm not knowing whom I am talking to, what to talk, how to talk, if this Anushasana I am not following, will not the dosha of the misunderstanding, fightings happening? अब कहाँ अनुशासन की जरूरत नहीं है बताओ, और कहाँ अनुशासन का पालन नहीं करने से दोष उत्पन्न नहीं हुआ. अनुशासन शब्दात अनुशासन अतिक्रमे दोष उत्पत्ति ही. नेवर एवर इवन ड्रीम ऑल्सो थिंक टू डू द अतिक्रमण ऑफ द अनुशासन. डिसिप्लिन को ब्रेक नहीं करना. With that all dosha comes. No, not knowing this, as a human being, like a free bird freelancer, कुछ भी कभी भी कर लेते हैं हम, किसी भी पॉइंट का अनुशासन ही नहीं है हमको. No, everything you take yoga asana, every asana has its own anushasana or not. If you do the atikrama, if it instead of giving you health, that asana will break your body. अतिक्रम से दोष होता है वहां. You can't do just like that any asana as you want. The expert should teach you. You have to slowly go through the discipline and become master of it. So to any aerobics कहो, एनरोबिक्स कहो, प्राणायाम कहो, उसका अनुशासन अतिक्रम करो तो दोष होता है वहां. Every sport, अनुशासन. You have to bowl the ball on the off side, not the leg side. थोड़ा लेग साइड हो गया, दोष, नो बॉल, वाइड बॉल. लाइन को आके मैं 2 इंच ही ना, 2 इंच क्या, 1 मिलीमीटर भी नहीं. Huge big matches were changed in their winning and losing thing just because of little difference. उसने कहा मैंने आउट कर दी, मैच विन हो गया, कप. अब देखा तो नो बॉल हो गया वो, देन द अदर टीम वन. जितना थोड़ा सा अनुशासन ब्रेक हो गया, लिटिल ओवर द हेड, इट इज ए नो बॉल और वाइड बॉल. हाउ मच दे हैव टू स्ट्रगल. yesterday I was watching the legends वाला. that women's were the umpires. These men, when they were giving some other decision, because अभी हम सीख रहे होंगे, these fellows are watching, यार ये क्या दे रहे, तो wide है नहीं दिया आपने. The commentator also thought, then they say no no no, she is correct, because it was too wide when we observe. बढ़िया था it was. So anywhere अनुशासन, football, you touch with the hand, it is foul. Hockey, देखो how do they get penalty corner, जबरदस्ती. They hit the ball to the opponent's leg, obviously it becomes that the penalty corner. हाँ, क्या क्या है वो, देखो वो यूज कर रहे हैं उसको ऐसा. मैं बता रहा हूँ ये कि बिना अनुशासन का कोई भी काम नहीं होता. मोर देन दैट, मोर इंपॉर्टेंट दैट इज, वेर एवर द अनुशासन अतिक्रमण हैपेंस, दैट लीड्स टू समटाइम्स irreparable doshas. हाथ टूटा, फिर वो पट्टी बांध दी, कहा अनुशासन, ऐसे ही रहना. इफ यू डोंट फॉलो अनुशासन, देन यू डू दिस दैट, देन द दोष क्या है उसका, कि टूट जाएगा, फिर से जोड़ नहीं सकते हो. यू हैव मिसबिहेव्ड विद दैट हैंड, अनुशासन अतिक्रमी है, दोष उत्पत्ति, दोष उत्पत्ति एवरीवेयर एवरीवेयर. wherever we are becoming dukkha, okay, only because of dosha. And what the only dosha is anushasana atikramana. Hmm? See how wise we have to be, mature we have to be in these things. Instead of concerned about these one, where are we wasting our time? It's such a waste of time. This fellow never understands. Somebody कुछ अकल दे दो इनके खोपड़ी में, don't disturb me वाला. ఎవడు కావాలప్ప నీ జ్యోతిషము, ఎందుకు ఏడిపిస్తున్నావు రోజు? కామన్ సెన్స్ లేదా? when I am telling you not to disturb. We are doing a serious study and suddenly you send this nonsense. Did I ever disturb you? You may be doing good work, so what? So these sentences look to be simple, but if you can pay attention, you can understand how important they are in the message. And that is the beauty of Bhasha, and Bhashyakara never utters even one word also, if it is not so essential in the context of sadhana. He is very careful, conscious and very highly matured. ऐसे कोई एक बात भी नहीं बताते, बेकार वाला. So Anushasana Atikrame Doshotpattihi, understood? Everywhere so we do what, therefore? Live a life of Anushasana and Sanskriti, Samskara, so that Antakarana Shuddhi happens. We become qualified for Atmanubhuti. Now, the different thought process now starts. ये तो हो गया बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट वाला. Rethink it. The more you think on this, more opening up of intellect happens, maturity आती है. अंदर का maturity. बाहर you are masters of life. How to do the business, how to get the orders, how to get the money on time, how to develop your business, expand it. ये तो आता है. ये totally different world. व्यवहारिक सांसारिक maturity. It has nothing to do with spirituality. A spiritually highly mature person may have zero knowledge of the worldliness. So to a worldly 100% person may have zero of the spirituality. ये दोनों अलग है. तो वो आपको होता होगा, आता होगा, रख लो उसको. But when we think in these lines of the relation between the samskaras and the antakarana shuddhi and the qualification for atma vijnana. So too, when the anushasana is not followed, it leads to dosha. ये खुद अंदर डीपली समझना है. होने के बाद now भगवान शंकरा takes up another topic in the bhashya, in the introductory bhashya only. Little scholarly it is, but academically let us study. We need not worry that much. We need not worry means we can, but if you don't have the time capacity, you can drop. I am worried. I will study. What is it is what? Prag upanyasach karmanam kevala brahma vidya arambhacha पूर्वं कर्माणि उपन्यास्तानि उदितायां च ब्रह्म विद्यायाम् अभयं प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते विवेति कुतश्च न विवेति कुतश्चन किमहकं साधुना कर्वम् इत्यादिना कर्म नैष्किञ्चन्यं दर्शयति इति अतः अवगम्यते पूर्व उपचित दुरितक्षयद्वारेण विद्या उत्पत्त्यर्थानि कर्माणि इति मंत्रवर्णात् च अविद्यया मृत्युं तीर्त्वा विद्ययामृतमश्नुते इति ऋतादीनां पूर्वत्र उपदेशः अनर्थक्यपरिहारार्थः यह तो ज्ञान उत्पत्त्यर्थत्वात् कर्तव्यता नियम अर्थः। अब देखो एक एक शब्द कितना स्कॉलरली इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. I think I'll touch this topic tomorrow so that we can enjoy elaborate. Tomorrow we'll conclude this. We start our mantra bhashya also. Tomorrow no introduction, straight away this one. Sarvam Bhagavad Charanara Vindarpanam. In the meantime, I am sure you are doing your Yaschandasam Rishabho Mantrocharanam, Avahanti Vitanvana. Are you doing or forgotten? So to the recent one, Vedamanu, sorry. Aham Vrikshasya Reriva, Kirti Pushtam Gireriva. Shanno Mitra, Yaschandasam, Avahanti Vitanvana, Aham Vrikshasya Reriva, and then Omiti Brahma. Swamiji, Sara bol do. You know, huh? Yesterday, whom I was talking, something, I told them, to you and me also, finally, I am feeling that. Other than studying Upanishad mantra, contemplating on them, nothing of any upasana or japa also should be there in our life as soon as possible. Because there is nothing greater than this knowledge, this ultimate goal. अब बाकी में और क्या जाना है? सुबह दोपहर शाम ओनली वन थिंग उपनिषद उपनिषद स्टार्ट इट फ्रॉम टुडे और टुमारो. पहले मेरे को करने दो, बाद में मैं बताऊंगा. मैं जो भी करता हूँ वही बता, तो नहीं किया तो नहीं बताना चाहिए. दैट इज पाप. तो आई मे स्टार्ट वेरी सुन अर्ली मॉर्निंग 1 or 2 वन उपनिषद ईशावास्य ले लिया. डेली सुबह 2 मंत्र भाष्य पढ़ना, बाकी सारे साधने छोड़ देना. बिकॉज इसमें सब कुछ है. Every sadhana we do to come to this conviction. Once we come to this is the sadhana. That whole day we have to do. For that one place we have to start. Maybe morning or afternoon, 1 or 2 mantras of Upanishad with Bhashya was lagero. There, our entire life should be filled with Upanishad mantra and Bhashya. Because that is only who is giving Brahma Vidya. All other Shastras are only the elaboration of them. And through all of that we have reached that. So we have to revel there only. We even have no right to go back to the earlier texts. There we are doing to come to this level. Then you will see the change, transformation that happens in the entire inner understanding. Both about how to deal with the world, what for, and what is the inner goal. May we all have that. So we will study this Bhashyam tomorrow. Om, 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 Om. See, when we chanted today the Mahanarayana Upanishad, how tempting it was to talk on that. Today's topic, what did we chant? Durga Suktam. Then Tapaha Prashamsa was told to us. Then we were talked about Veda Avismaranartha Mantraha. You know, such important things they were. भगवान कह रहे हमको, भाई ये भी है तुम्हारे लिए, इनका भी सहायता लेकर है. ज्ञान प्राप्त्यर्थ होम मंत्र, वेद अविस्मरण जप मंत्र, तप प्रशंसा मंत्र, all of that are there. I am going to talk on Mahanarayana Upanishad mostly in Telugu. कभी शुरू करें. It has so many variety of topics. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha Paramanashibhyo Namaha Parabrahmane Namaha Shrutimatre Namaha. Om Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Okay. Thanks, friends. Shall we study our Viduraniti sometime?